Hello, hello, hello to all of you out there. Welcome back. It's such a beautiful day. Welcome to the Create the Life You Love podcast on the Chapters Network with Georgia Woodbine. I'm your host, and I am super excited to share conversations with you guys with successful entrepreneurs and business owners that provide you content and that gives you like real action steps, tips, strategies, and techniques, but not just to grow in life, but to grow in business. So I'm very happy that you decided to join us today. I just want to share again that the purpose of this podcast is to really share the knowledge. It's to provide you with tools and empower you to really live in your highest potential while creating the life you love. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with everyone you know. Don't forget to visit my website at www.georgiawoodbine.com. We would like to welcome our guest, Mr. Hade. Sherell, how are you? Hey, Hade, you there? He's the founder and co-host of LOL on-air personality, LOL After Dark. Let's talk about it. Let's give him a warm welcome. Hade, where are you? Are you there? Hello? Are you there? Okay, I guess we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Let's see what's going on, people. I am not sure what's going on, but hopefully he will be logging in very soon. I'm just going to try to keep you guys entertained real quickly. He's supposed to be logging in. I'm not sure. As you guys know, with technology, you just never know what can happen. I'm trying to figure out, like, where are you? Oh gosh. Anyway, I'm just going to keep talking because I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, like I said, I created this podcast. Oh, there you are. Like, you left me hanging, man. What's going on?
What's up, Georgia?
I was about to just roll with it. I was going to roll with it. You know what I mean?
I'm here.
I'm like, where are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You missed. I was just introducing you.
Hold on. Let me throw some phones in there. Let me throw some headphones in there so I can get you real clear, okay?
Okay.
Hold on now.
Okay.
You there?
Get them on. Thanks for finally joining us, okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Now, why don't I was talking about you a little bit about, your LOL After Dark show. Let's talk about it. Why don't you just start off telling us a little bit about who you are, and not just who you are, but what you do and why you do what you do.
Well, I'm Hade, as y'all know, co-founder of LOL Mix Radio, which is now international, worldwide internet radio station. We play all the top 40 hits. First of all, shout out to all of y'all out there. Thank you for everybody that's listened to the station, checked out the show. And we hailing from New York City, but we broadcast worldwide. And I am just honored to be here on the Chapters Network, baby, with Georgia Woodbine, having a good time. And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. So
hold on. Can I do one thing? Can I give a shout out to somebody?
Go ahead. Give your shout outs.
I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite authors, okay? I want to give a shout out to Miss Georgia Woodbine.
You are too funny.
Yeah, I just happened to be in the studio and we had all your books in here.
All right. Okay.
Y'all make sure y'all go out and get these.
I like that. I like that. Go to the website, www.georgiawoodbine.com. Nice promo. Nice promo. I was not expecting him to pull out the books, but hey, I roll with it. I roll with it.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know, yeah, so let's talk about, so like I was saying, that the purpose of this show is really to share, information about entrepreneurs, how they got started, because I think, like, especially now with the pandemic, a lot of people are like they're not going back to their jobs. I mean, I forgot who I was talking to, but they was telling me like there's so many jobs out there, because I think that during the pandemic people were like, you know what, I don't like the old normal, I like the new normal. I don't want to go back to this job. I don't want to be miserable. I mean, why don't you talk a little bit about how you got into, being in business for yourself, and, how you overcame some of the obstacles? Because I think a lot of people are going through career transition even right now.
Okay, well, the first thing you're going to have is some patience and some perseverance, because you're going to have a lot of nights where it seems like what you're doing is not happening, and when no progress is being made. I got my start in 2009. I was a painter for 20 years, y'all, a DC9 painter, a house painter. And at a certain point in your life, there's sometimes when you say, you know what, I want to do something different. But you're going to have that transition period where your income for what you want to do, what you love, might not be enough so you can leave what you have to do. So I was at that transition point where I said, okay, I'm breaking my back, painting, and I love what I'm doing, but I want to do something different. I went down to Atlanta and I got with my uncle, and shout out to my grandfather, Charles Sherell, my namesake, who had terrestrial radio stations in Chicago and Illinois and such. Mm-hmm. And I went down there and they taught me the business. I stayed about 2 weeks and showed me online, this, that, this is how you put it together. And then from there, it was up to me to run with it. Because once I got back to New York, wasn't no more tutelage, it was just, you got to take it. So little by little, I put the effort in, built the websites. You get your promotion, you try your best, because as a small business and a small entrepreneur, it's going to be hard to get. You can't pay people. You don't have a payroll. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to find people who are inspired by your fire and who you can fire up so they can help you build your business, but at the same time, show them the same love and show them the same interest in what they're doing, so you can help build their business as well. And then you guys can come together. And that's what builds us as a community, because now I'm plugging in my people and my people are plugging in LMO Mix Radio, and I'm plugging in Georgia Woodbine and the Chapters Network, Chapters Network and Georgia Woodbine, plugging in LMO Mix Radio and Hade. And that's the way we make magic in our community. See?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe like one of the most important questions that anyone could ever ask themselves is, why am I here? Because I think that when you understand your why, it changes everything. Once you, like you were saying, once you figured out like you wanted to change your career, you want to do something different, you really have to ask yourself, why do you want this? Why do you want this change? Because when you start to confront that, what happens is, when you know your why, your mindset changes, your feelings change, your attitude change. And then you come to the realization of who you really are. And you're no longer bound by the negative energy and the negative self-talk and, all this negativity holding you hostage. So your why gives you like a clear roadmap to where you want to go. And your why is basically what? Your purpose. So why don't you tell us a little, Hade, about like what are you passionate about, and how you was able to tie your passion and what you love to do into what you're doing to generate income?
That's an excellent point what you brought up there, the why, quote unquote. And why is always a confrontational. You always get a confrontational response when you ask someone why in life. Why'd you do that? Why are you doing that? Why? And even when we ask ourselves that why, it could be confrontational within our own spirit. And the truth, what I found is, sometimes you don't need to know why. I'm not sure all the time who I am, why I am, this and that. And to me, I feel like that's okay. I just go with the flow. But at the same time, if you got a passion for something you love, then okay, put all you have into it. I'm going to say you got to put 90%, 95% of your energy and efforts into what you're doing. And you got to keep 5% for yourself and for your alternatives and your ability to adjust to things that may not go the way that you want them to go. And if you can do that, you are ahead of the game. So everything ain't going to work out perfectly. And I might have a passion for something, but you got to think too, are you just in it for the money? Sometimes people just want to be rich. They just want to enjoy their life. Sometimes people can't be swayed by money, and those are the real passionate ones. Those are the ones you got to watch out for because they're going to make it the most. Those who are not just driven by the dollar, but who are driven by what we love. We love to do this. So you can't just buy us and say, well, here's a bunch of money and now you're going to be this person to us or that person to us. So you got to look inside your heart. And of course, we mostly always motivated by money because we're not rich, or some of us Georgia probably rich, the rest of us. But we got a little something. But find what you love, people. Love to do it, embrace it, and that way you'll enjoy your time here on this earth and your everyday. That's all I could,
Absolutely. I love that. I absolutely love that. One of the things for me, I came up with, even as a life coach, is to come up with a mission statement. Some people think mission statements are just for organizations, corporations, not-for-profits, this, that. But you should have a mission statement for your life, because when you start to have a mission statement for your life, you start to understand your motive behind what you do, why you do, and who you spend time with, and why you spend time with those people, so that you're not like constantly all over the place chasing different things and you don't even know why. Like sometimes, you let people monopolize your time when you shouldn't. You need to know what is your mission statement. So let me just share quickly what my mission statement is. My mission statement: I, Georgia Woodbine, am here to empower, motivate, inspire 1 million plus people to transform their mindsets to change their life. Now, that is my mission statement. So that means that everything that Georgia Woodbine does aligns with that mission statement. What do you have to say, Hade?
Well, I'm going to say that is fantastic. And I think you've inspired probably 999,000 out of that million you're trying to hit. You just got one more left. I might be that one left, so but I'm fired up tonight because listen, you just put up a post right there though that was very important. On that roadmap that you guys just saw right there, you see the one on the bottom, values. Mm-hmm. A lot of people got a mission and a lot of people have a vision. They know where they want to go, but sometimes they lose their values in the course of trying to complete that mission, of trying to envision that vision that they have, and they forget who they are, or rather, they forget to be a human being. And let's not forget to be, human, and to be kind to each other, and to love each other, and to show each other that everybody has value. Not, and not just as in the sense of you work for me, or I'm your boss, or you're an employee, or such and such, or you're here to make money for me, or I can make money off of you. Let's continue to show each other that we have value as human beings, and beyond the money, that we love each other, and that we here to share and teach each other, because we can't do nothing without each other. Exactly. I need you just like you need me. I can never be rich. Georgia can't be rich. Nobody can be rich. Nobody can be successful without the other people.
Right. Absolutely. So now, on that note, what's one of the most valuable lessons that you've learned in life that you would like to share with us? One of the most. I know there are a lot, but what's one of the most valuable lessons you've learned?
It's so cliche, but usually the most simple things are the most truthful and the most powerful. And the number one lesson that I think I've always learned has always been to treat others as you want to be treated. You know, treat your planet like you want to be treated. Treat your home, your neighborhood, your the animals. Treat everything, everyone like you want to be treated, with the same respect, with the same admiration, with the same love, or you're gonna suffer the consequence. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy I put out is the energy I'm gonna get back. And to me, that's always been the most powerful lesson. Simple.
That's true. There's a quote I love. It says, the universe doesn't give you what you ask for with your thoughts. It gives you what you demand with your actions.
I need that.
And it's by Dr. Steve Maraboli, but it's so powerful. It's so true. You know, like you were saying, how you want to be treated, the energy that you put out there, what you want back. And it's a boomerang effect. It's always about what you're putting out into the world. You know, it's so important, like we talked about, like, knowing your true intentions, your motivation for success. I mean, just segue for one quick second. Let's just take look at a perfect example, right? Because we're talking about, success, your true intentions, your motivation for success. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on current events wise with R. Kelly, because I think that, in life, when you want to be successful, or you found your passion and God has given you a gift to use it to touch the world, like, you have to understand. That's what I was saying. You have to understand your why. Your motivation can't just be to manipulate people or to use your success to take advantage of other people. Why don't we talk a little bit about that?
About the current events that's going on right now? Dear God, man.
It's so much, right? It's so much. I know.
Thank God we made it through this COVID era. So for everybody that caught the COVID, that's out of that, more strength and power and healing to y'all. There's a lot going on. I mean, I know tonight we was gonna talk about money and relationships, you know what I'm saying? And it all ties in. It all ties in. Treat your partner fair, right. Treat your loved one fair. On a current event note, God, think about the repercussions of what you put out in this world and how they come back to haunt you. Look at our boy R. Kelly right now, who just got 30 years. This man got 30 years in the penitentiary. Okay? Let me just say this. This man got more time than Suge Knight. Do you understand the implications in that? The implications are they're saying, the judicial system is saying this man's penis is more dangerous than a murderer. That's a pure example of someone's values being screwed up.
Yep. Misguided. And
coming back to haunt them. See what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the man did right or wrong. I'm not a jury or nothing.
Right.
But
well, everybody can't be lying. Everybody, listen, listen, I get it. But when you coming out with stuff like this and people coming out the woodworks, everybody can't be telling the same story the same way and it not be true. Okay. So listen, I'm not here to judge him. My whole thing is, I hope that he uses this time to really figure out who he is, because I think that, like, success, what happens is when people get success too quick and they don't build that spiritual foundation of who they are, or they don't know who they are, it's very easy to be pulled into different directions and doing things that's not really, part of who you are. So, I just hope that he finds himself, because listen, the truth always comes out. The truth always comes out. And so,
it's crazy.
Yep.
You know what they should have did though?
What?
And the fellas is gonna kill me, because some of them is like, yo, look, Hade, I know what you're talking about, but I'd rather just do the time. They should have just gave the man a chastity belt. Okay, remember the old school chastity belts that just lock it on you and have the little thing on it? You just can't do nothing. Why not just get a man a chastity belt? Why
Listen,
you got to do 30 years?
listen, that's the law is the law, okay? And you know what? At the end of the day, it's about, you know, you can't just do whatever you want and hurt people and, you know, take advantage of people and manipulate people and think that you're going to keep getting away with that forever, because you know what? There's always an end to everything. There's always a beginning and there's always an end. So, you know, my whole thing is always, like I said, focus on why you want your success. What is your motivation for success? You need to know your why, because if you don't, you get pulled into different things that, you know, will, you end up going in the wrong direction, because you don't have the right people around you. And that's so important too. It's important to have a team of people around you that's going to say, listen, this is not right, you need to change this, you need to, you know, you can't have yes people around you and expect
Yeah.
you're going to evolve as a person. You can't
And
have.
you know what's a danger of success? One danger of success is that success is a collective, right?
Mhm.
Especially monetary success. Success is a collective. So you sell 1,000,000 records. That means 1,000,000 people bought your record. 1,000,000 people love you.
Mhm.
Now, all of that's your collective. So you can use it two ways, right? And this goes for all of our businesses, everything that we all do. We have to get numbers. We have to get our people. We have to get the whole world to be supportive in order for that one person or that one entity or that one company to have the monetary success. But the danger in the success is if you're not using that power and that collective success correctly, as
Right.
in the case of what we're talking about here with the
Right.
R,
Mhm.
then all of that collective emotion can one day turn against you.
Mhm.
And now you got 1,000,000 people that want you gone,
Mhm.
done. So what you gonna do now? Now you gotta fight everybody on every front. Whereas if you would have did it right, you
Mhm.
would have just kept the love and admiration and everything going and have been able to
Exactly.
enjoy your success.
Exactly. We're running out of time. Oh my gosh, you got to come back on the show, Hade, because I love talking to you. We always have a good time.
Likewise.
But I do have one quick question
Mhm.
before we leave, and this is a signature question that I like to ask all my guests on the show. And the question is, if you were to look in the mirror and see your younger self, what would you tell him?
Oh man, don't shave with the razor, man. You're gonna get the razor bumps. That's that's what I tell them first. But after that, I tell them, listen, man, you did an okay job. You know, look, I ain't rich. Uh, well, I'm rich in spirit, but at the core, I was able to maintain my values. I was able to learn to treat people right, and that's what I would tell myself, to just keep going in that direction. Keep doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. And some people might say, well, what's the right thing? Your spirit knows what's the right thing. You know when you're doing wrong. We ain't got to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So if you young now, fine. Enjoy your youth and tell yourself right now, Haas Hade and Georgia Woodbine and the Chapters Network told you, be a good person. Keep your spirit. Keep who you are. Love everybody. You'll be okay, you know? And
That's so
that's
true. I
it.
think
You know
that
what I mean?
the greatest gift, like you were saying, to piggyback on what you're saying, is like the greatest gift that anyone has is a gift of choice. So we get to choose what we want. We get to choose to have the freedom to be mindfully aware, to create the experiences that we desire. We have that power to, you know, attract the things we want and to not attract the things we don't want. We have that power. We're walking, you know, if people just understood the power of their thoughts, the power of their words, the power of their actions, the power of their mindset, it would blow your mind to the level of success that you can have. Because if you talk to anybody, I don't care on what platform, anyone that's successful, from Oprah Winfrey to Bezos to anybody, to the guy that started Facebook, anybody, they will all tell you that they believed that they could do this. They had a vision of what they wanted to create. They took action to make it happen. So it's all connected. It's all connected. And so when people say, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to change. Like I want to change my job, or I want to change my relationship, or I want to change the way I look, or I want to feel healthier, or I want to, change the way I eat, my eating habits. It's all about what are you doing daily for the change? You can't keep looking at other people and comparing yourself to other people and say, well, why does this person have that and I don't? You need to focus on you. And I think that this could be a big problem for a lot of people, like with social media and people like, trying to emulate what they're seeing, and what they're seeing is not what they're really seeing. You understand?
Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. The 90, I'm gonna say 85% of what you see is a myth. When you see all these people flashing all this money around, they talk about, oh, I'm a real estate mogul. Nah, you a scammer. Nah, people who work hard really don't do those kind of things. So be careful what you emulate. And my mother used to always say, and bless my mom, my mother used to always say, be careful about when you see people thinking about be careful about wanting what you see other people having, because you never know how they got it or what they're doing to come across it. Just have what you have and be content. And I know our time is running short, but on the same vein, let me tell you people something. You want to get your success going right, you got to read. Make sure you read this one right here. How to make the big bucks without selling your soul, baby. Okay? You're going to need your soul when you go to hell. I ain't going to be down there to throw no water on you either. So, but this one right here, this kind of got my mind right. And this Georgia Woodbine book, y'all make sure y'all go get that right there. And then check out the Chapters Network, baby. You gonna be...
But I gotta tell you, like, even when I started writing, books and all that, like, I didn't know what my passion was back then. I didn't know I had the gift to write. I didn't know I had the gift to speak. I didn't know I had the gift to do all these different things. But I started to tap in that. And I think that when you face your fears, actually, I had a huge fear of speaking in public. That was one of my biggest fears. It's exactly. So you have to confront the thing that you feel that you don't want to do. Confront it, because I'm telling you, people, when you start to confront the things that you feel you can't do, that's when you conquer your fears. That's when you overcome your obstacles. That's when you recover from setback. That's when you step over the roadblocks. So you have to confront those issues, whatever it is. There's a saying, right? You can't change what you don't confront. You have to first confront what it is that you want to change and figure out how you're going to change it. Don't you agree?
Amen. 100%. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You ain't going to never make it if you're scared. Don't be scared of yourself either. You know what I'm saying? Don't let yourself hold yourself back.
It's so true. I mean, they say like the only thing that's constant in your life, right, is what? What is the only thing that's constant in your life? Think about that one. Go ahead. I'm going to let you think about that real quick.
Oxygen? That's what you want.
The one thing that's constant in life is change.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing ever stays the same. That's how we shift. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve as individuals. Coping is something that we have learned to do to survive. So it's always about accepting that your relationship might change, your job might change, your financial situation might change, your health might change. These things can happen, but it's really not about that it's happening. It's about how you deal with what's happening to you. And that's really what's going to help you in the long run. You have you want to add to that? Anything?
That means being able to be flexible. That's why I said don't put every egg in the basket. Put 98 of them eggs in the basket and put 2 out for your flexibility, your ability to be smooth. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like this. You know, like you a snake charmer in life. You just moving. You just cruising. Everything happened, but you just brush it off. Woo! It's nothing. Okay, I'm right back, baby.
That's it. That's it. You have to learn to
Good to
be,
go.
yes, you have to learn to be deliberate creators. You have to learn to get past all the things that's happening in life to you, and not, not letting it like pull you down. Because, if you want to transform in your life, you have to let go of your past experiences, your pain.
Mhm.
You have to let go of what you really think true happiness is. And I think most people don't realize that. So thank you, Hade. Till next time, guys. We got to come back on the show again. We
Yeah.
got to have you again. But we had a
Mhm.
great time. And make sure you guys go to the website, www.georgiawoodbine.com, Chapters Network, LOL Radio. Go to his website. Can you put his website up for us real quick? This is where you can find him. Go to his website. Go to his social handle. Till next time.
Chapters Network, baby, baby. Georgia Woodbine, thank y'all for having me on the show. It's been an absolute honor. I'm so appreciative.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.